Hey guys, this is Patrick with the 90-Day Video Blog Challenge. And let's see, this is day 20 of the challenge. So almost 3 weeks. Pretty excited. And today I want to cover two things. I want to just talk about what I accomplished today as far as my freedom business. And I want to tell a story about a conversation I had at work with some of my coworkers. So first off, today I'm really happy to report that I successfully fired my shitty coder and hired, hopefully, a really good one who's getting to work on my website right now. So really excited about that. It was a big, I guess, resistance item for me, firing this coder that sucked and taking the plunge and getting another one going on my website. And I think some of the big resistance to it was, one, with my previous coder, I knew he wasn't doing a good job. I knew it wasn't going to become a good job no matter how hard he tried. So, but I still had this resistance that, I sunk $100 into this guy, and basically all he did was install the theme on my domain, because I'm basically gonna start from scratch and with the new coder and redo the whole thing. So it was really tough for me to kind of just cut my losses and move on, get a new coder, get the process going again. So it was it's definitely a good learning experience, but it was tough to make that final decision. Basically, feel like I'm flushing $100 down the drain. Hopefully, in the long run, that will be not an issue because I'm hoping to reach my freedom number here pretty soon. Yeah. Um, I guess the other thing I accomplished today was really getting a clear idea of what I want my website to have on it just for this mini launch. So in my previous version of the website, I had all these things like our process and our products and testimonials coming soon and things like this, and all these elements on my website that ultimately wouldn't really contribute to making the cash register ring. And so after looking at some of the guys' websites that they put up on the Facebook group and stuff like that, and thinking about this idea of really premium quality, and then keeping in the front of my mind just what is this making the cash register ring, I really distilled my website elements down to a uh, very simple piece, only what's needed. So basically, I'm gonna have my landing page with the elements that Tim recommended having on there: the sales video, the contact us form, everything like that. And then below the fold, all I'm gonna have is an about you section where it'll kind of read like sales copy for the client, and then an about us section. So about you, about us, and that's it. For right now, for this mini launch, I'm not going to worry about outlining my process on the website. I'm not going to worry about having these elements coming soon and stuff. I just want it to look really clean, really premium, and I feel like I really nailed down the sales copy for just the elements I'm going to have for now. And so hopefully that all comes together in a really clean premium design, and we'll see that in the next few days hopefully come together, or the next week. So yeah, that's about it for Freedom Business updates, and really excited to see where that's going. Second part of my talk today, I wanted to share a quick conversation I had at work today with one of my coworkers. We had some free time, and I was talking to one of the girls I work with, and she was telling me about her boyfriend back in Los Angeles and how she's not sure if he's right for her, and she's kind of worried that it's such a long distance, and is it going to work out? Is it worth it for her to go visit him a whole bunch and stuff like that? And we actually started talking about, like, what do you want in life? Like, why are you in this relationship in the first place? And it felt kind of, I felt kind of bad because I was, of course, coming from this place where, with the freedom business lifestyle and SSM and everything, we're coming from this place of taking right action every day and every day making progress towards your goals and not being satisfied with the status quo and trying to reach your maximum potential and stuff like that. So this mentality is really, really taking over every aspect of my life. And so when I hear somebody talking about that kind of stuff, like, I'm not sure if I should stay in this relationship. It's comfortable, but I'm not that happy. Blah blah blah. I can't help but like share my feelings on the subject in terms of, well, if you're not happy, change it. If it's not what you want, do something about it. If you're thinking that things are going to just magically change in the future without you actively trying to change them now in the present, then you're crazy, because that's not going to happen. It's only by taking right action now, today, not someday, not some arbitrary time in the future when when the stars decide to align and life hands you, everything you need. It happens when you take action every day and you try to reach your goals every day. It happens when you figure out what you want and then you go after what you want to the best of your ability with everything you have. One thing that really struck me as interesting that the girl said today was, she said that she was afraid of breaking up with him, or afraid of kind of changing things in the sense of like rocking the boat, because she didn't know what would happen. And I told her, but I told her this, that I completely understand, because just 6 months ago, maybe like a year ago, I felt the same way. I felt like changing things or rocking the boat has so much potential to turn into this more negative situation. Like, if I break up with this guy, if she breaks up with this guy, she's going to be lonely and she'll never find another boyfriend again, or something like that. In the same way, if I kind of take the plunge and maybe quit my job, or if I decide not to go back to the States and find this like nice comfortable job, I'm gonna end up being homeless on the street, and my life will never be good again. Sunshine will never shine on my face. So it's kind of this idea of imagining sort of the worst thing that could possibly happen, instead of thinking of change as the most essential element for your life, like change and growth. So no matter what happens, when you make that change, as long as you are making it from a place of wanting to improve your life, or get better, or acquire some new skills, then there's no way for it to become like a failure, or to become like some great, terrible tragedy in your life. And I was trying to explain this mentality, but I realized as I was explaining it that it's really hard to impress that idea on people if they're not ready for it. And I love bringing that analogy back from the Matrix. Is most people are still plugged in. Most people are not ready to wake up. In fact, most people are so dependent on the system that they'll actively defend it. So, yeah, it's really interesting how much SSM parallels kind of the Matrix mentality. But I found that I was having this conversation, and just I was kind of saying what I believe about the situation, what I believe about life now, and I could tell that it was really falling on deaf ears, in terms of she wasn't at a place to accept the reality that you can really do anything you want with your life, and you can strive to reach whatever level that you want with your life. So that was kind of interesting, and it's a good reminder, especially when we go into the sales and the mini launch and sales aspects of this, is that not everybody we talk to is going to be on the same level as SSM people, and it's important to be able to calibrate and adjust yourself to different situations. So I think while it's good, of course, to speak your mind, it's also important to understand where other people are at in the process. So that was my experience today, was just seeing where other people were at in their journey. So that was kind of interesting. I think that's all I wanted to talk about today. I think I went a little bit long, but that's okay. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 21, week 3 milestone, and we'll keep doing this video blog. All right, thanks guys. See you tomorrow.